we have got my special guest. He's here. He's in the building. He's texting away, but I think he's ready.
What's going on?
Who is in the building? Who's in the building? Look at this. He's not even concentrating.
Bro, you never told me I've got an intro of my own self, bro.
Okay, but if I say who's in the building, who am I asking?
You gotta ask.
But I did ask.
Guy, you know. Bro, you might be asking the people, bro. I'm not gonna come and jump in your show like that.
So hold on a minute. So let's get this right. So you think I'm asking the people that none of the people are in this room?
It's like. This bread's the most controversial. Like, you guys know
Lukan.
You know Lukan anyway. You know Lukan.
All right, so
everyone knows Lukan already. So I'm not even saying that.
Can I ask a question? Mate?
Bro, you're talking to the people and you're saying, who's in the building? Maybe, I don't know, maybe you're running a competition. Maybe you're like, first one to guess can get £1,000.
So you think I'm going to stand here?
I don't know, bro.
How many, just out of interest, for the people that are listening, how many people are in this room right now? And I'm saying, who's in the building?
Bro, it's not about who's in the room, it's about who's listening, bro.
So that being the case, you think I'm going to have you stand here and wait for someone to text me?
I don't know. I don't make assumptions, bro.
Okay, right. So let me just put it out to you. Shall I put it in writing for you? So just text it.
Let's do that.
Text you the format.
Let's do that.
So excuse the people that might be listening. So everyone listening, just please excuse me for a couple of seconds. I just need to talk to Myx off air. So that's what we're going to do, right? I'm going to say who's in the building.
Yeah.
And at that point, I need you to jump in and say, Myx.
So do I do that on the mic?
No, what you do?
Or do I do that generally or on my phone?
Go home and do the shower. Right. Are we ready? Are you ready?
Let's go.
Do you think you got this? Do you need
it's Myx Quest in the building.
Do you need to rehearse?
What's going on, people?
Myx Quest in the building.
What's going on?
Myx Quest here in the building with me. Oh, you know what? I was going to say pleasure to have you, but I don't know anymore.
Bruv, listen, bruv. Your bants is just too much, bruv. Your listeners must be like this guy, he's the only guy who shows like this.
You know what?
100%, bro.
I'm pretty sure I'm Marmite to the people that listen to the OnTopFM.
Nah, man, but you do your thing, man. You're real, innit? You get me?
I can only be myself, right?
That's it, man.
Yeah.
Just do you, innit? Keep it 100, bro. You get me?
Okay. Big shout out to Shannon who just texted the studio. I've got your message. Please listen now. I will be doing birthday shout outs a little bit later on in today's show. Let's get on with today's interview. Myx Quest, he's here in the building. One more round of applause.
Yo.
Myx, good to have you here in the building.
Yeah, good. Thanks for having me, man.
Man's all branded and all that.
Oh, bro, it's just a top, bro.
No, it's not just a top. Listen, I don't have a top with my name on it.
Bro, I'm sure you got lots of other stuff with your name on it.
Yeah, everybody else's name on it, not mine.
Nah, man, you know, it's just a little something, man.
Yeah, things are good. Things are looking up. Then you got your brand. So that hat has nothing
what?
to do
Because what? Because of a hoodie?
No, the little steps in it. It's a little. Listen, how many artists you know got their own hoodie? Yeah,
bro.
Listen. Unless
bro, anyone could do that, bro.
Unless I change my name to Nike, yeah, I'm not gonna have my own hoodie.
Bro, this is that. It's not that deep, bro.
It's not, but it's
not.
It's you know what? It's appearances, you know.
I hear that.
It's everything.
Like honestly, I just wore it just because I was rushing, bro.
You should be wearing it everywhere. Wear it to radio.
Yeah, but it's not.
Church.
I don't see it as it's more merch than. It's not like a brand. Like I'm not like doing a clothing. That's not the clothing brand.
That's your brand.
Else. Yeah.
There you go, and you're advertising the brand. Man like Myx Quest, now, big things. So what's been happening since the last time you were here?
Bro,
how's
lockdown
working,
man? Lockdown's been mad, you know. But in a good way, you know. For me, it's kind of spun out to be a good way, kinda, you know. I can't even lie, bro. Mm-hmm. It's just allowed me to just have time to just work on stuff I needed to work on, bro. To be fair.
It's been...
One of the biggest things I got to do on lockdown, and that was such a milestone for me, was, you know, in your phone book, like, or your phone, when you've taken thousands of pictures.
Oh yeah.
Thousands of pictures, yeah. And you know you've got certain pictures in there, but you can't find them because it's just scrolling forever. That's the problem.
Do you not create folders?
This is what I got to do.
No, I have to create folders. Bro, I have to.
It took me 3 weeks.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking solid 3 weeks, bro.
Yeah.
A solid 3 weeks of going through every single picture, sorting them out. Yeah. You get me?
No, I
sorting them like. But now it's so intricate. Like I've got like family ones. I've got ones for like my god kids. Like shout out to Matthias. It was his 5th birthday the other day. I've got his own folder. You know the ones. Got my kids. Got the misses. Like just Yeah.
I had to do all that. So
but the problem is now, since lockdown's been easing, brother, I'm probably back up to another 1,000 that I need to sort out again. Do you know what it is? It's not screenshots. It's just all sorts. It's not always like, it's not selfies. It's not like that. I'm not you. I'm not you.
Max pouting.
I'm not you. I'm not you.
What do you mean? I don't take me.
I'm not you. I'm not you.
Max, can I have a look at your phone? Can I have a look at your phone?
No, I want to see.
You know, I bet you there's a bag of photos.
I'll show you my phone.
Mike's got his dog ears from Snapchat.
Bro, I'll show you. The what? What did you say?
The dog ears. You know the dog ears from Snapchat?
I don't know that. What's that? Break it down, bro.
Don't try it. Don't try it. Man's got a bear of them.
Bro, look, it's all right to do your thing, you know. It's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? I see you. It's cool.
This guy.
It's cool, bro. Like, look, you're a different kind of guy in it. So
Here we go.
Get me?
Go on. You know what? It's good. You know what? I don't normally get it, so it's good. It's good. You know, throw them darts. It's good. I like it.
Yeah, man. Lukan,
you know what?
Man said dog is on Snapchat. I ain't even got a Snapchat account, bro.
Have you not? I created one, but only to monitor my son.
Nah. Bro, there's just too many of these things, bro.
Too much is hard. I don't know how people do it.
TikTok. So how much followers you got on TikTok?
I don't have no TikTok.
Oh, come on, bro. Why you look, just let people follow you, bro. Embrace it.
This guy, man's a big man at it. I got time for TikToking and all these mad dances. Who's got time for that?
Come on, bro.
But you know how hard TikTok must be? Because these people must spend a good 3 hours rehearsing before they get
it's a full production. It's a production.
Mad, not time for that anyway.
It's a full production, bro.
But last time you were here, we were talking about like stuff you had going on behind the scenes. The fact that you've taken over the whole of Ghana. Man owns Ghana. Man like Myx Quest. That's how he's got his own hoodie. Cause man owns Ghana. How you mean? Talk about it.
Listen, if I own Ghana, the borders will be open, bro.
Oh, so have they? What are they doing? The quarantine thing now?
Bro, them borders have been shut for a good while.
So is it shut or is it
it's
shut?
Yeah. It's shut.
Really?
You can't go.
Not even quarantine.
Unless you go on an evacuation flight.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and even then, when you go on an evacuation flight, you've got to stay there for like 2 weeks in quarantine in a hotel, and you're paying the bill.
To be fair, I don't blame him. I hope they got the right idea.
Trust me.
I don't blame him at all. Wow, that's mad. Okay, so you obviously haven't been back in a while then.
Yeah.
Have you wanted to go back? Or?
Of course. As soon as the borders open, I'm there, bro.
Okay.
As soon as the borders open.
So you've not been able to go back, but you've been out over here. You've been doing your music, so you've been producing, sorting out your photos or your selfies.
Exactly. Yeah.
What else? How's the family? How has it been all right for you though with the family? How many kids you got now?
2, bro.
Just the 2.
Yeah, just got a new one, man.
Got another one coming soon?
Nah.
No. You got money. You can afford another.
Bro, listen, we just dropped. That's it, bro.
Yeah, all right. To the next one. The next time you're in this building, I bet you either the
bro,
missus is pregnant or
don't listen. Don't speak.
Man's gonna have triplets. Man, like. But what's it been like with the kids and
yeah, I mean, you know, you just got to adjust and maneuver, innit? It's adjusting and maneuvering, innit? You get me?
What's it been like though? Because it could either work one or two ways. It could be great and you got the family and you're spending more time with.
Bro, it's
nagging and the complaining.
It's definitely pros and cons, but definitely much more pros because obviously, you know what I mean. You're around your family a lot more than you would usually be. Yeah. You're getting to see the kids, like you know what I mean, like things that you would have not seen or whatever. You know, it's been good, man. Like, obviously, look, there's lots of bad stuff that's happened, innit? But I just feel like you've got to just make the most of it and just spin it into a positive as much as possible, really.
100%. Man, come here. Did you bring me one?
Bro, I've even got... Look, you're lucky I never brought jollof, bro.
No, you're lucky you didn't bring jollof. You ain't stinking at the studio while I'm in it.
No, the studio already stinks, bro.
You're not even wrong. I can't even lie. He's not even wrong. He's not even wrong. But yeah, so what else? So what do I need to know about Myx Quest? What's been happening that I wouldn't know of? We obviously know we've got the song that's out, but we're going to talk about that a bit. But I want to know what's been happening in Myx Quest life in the last year since I last saw you.
Just a lot of recording, a lot of just like shaping like the music, shaping the direction. Because I feel like what's been quite apparent is like people, you know, when people try and box you, it's like, oh, so are you Afrobeats then? Oh, so are you? But obviously, you know, you've been supporting since day, so appreciate that. And you know, it could be R&B, it could be Afrobeats influence thing, it could be, you know, whatever. And just been trying to fine-tune that so that it's understandable from a outside perspective. So, for example, take Pharrell. You wouldn't really expect a particular. You'd expect a sound, but if tomorrow he done an Afrobeat influenced thing that still had a Pharrell sound, you wouldn't be surprised about that.
Yeah, you'd be like, okay, Pharrell's just doing Pharrell.
Yeah, exactly. But that takes a certain element of planning, marketing, and strategy. And I guess that's what I've been, trying to do, really.
But in fairness, you say that, but then with this new release and the last release that you were pushing, both Afrobeats.
Well, some would say this one isn't even Afrobeats.
It kind of is.
Like fusion. It's like an Afro fusion.
Yeah. So, yeah.
The other one had like a more of a dancehall kind of fusion-y-esque.
More Afrobeats.
Yeah, but the fact that you can't even categorically say that was 100% Afrobeats.
No, it wasn't 100%. That's
exactly.
But if I had to categorize it in one category, I'd have to put in Afrobeats.
But why should you have to? That's my whole thing.
Well, everything's categorized, no?
Why?
Unless it's pop. Then pop is just general across the board.
But why do we have to do that?
Because it's not to limit it, but it's that's.
No, I know, but it's just I'm influenced by lots of genres. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, so I can't. Like, I've tried to do all that, but when I make music, I just make music based on what I'm in.
Effectively, you're trying to make non-binary music. That's what you're trying to do. Yeah?
Bro, do you know what it is? It's so funny you say that.
No males and no females. There's no Afrobeats and
bro,
no.
It's genre fluid.
Genre. Jeez. Genre fluid. Wow, that's a new one. And you know what? That's gonna catch. And people
I'm telling you.
Oh, genre fluid.
The problem is though, the algorithms don't like it, bro.
Of course not. Of course.
But you go on your Spotify and it's just like you can just see these algorithms struggling to just match you with like for like and all that, and I'm just like, guys, I wouldn't want to be you, mate.
Yeah, they're not gonna like it at all. They got to put you somewhere.
I know. But listen, man, music's music, man.
Music is music. Okay. And so, what's going on with you in terms of what you are doing? So are you actually deliberately trying to not be pigeonholed?
No, it's not. It's not a deliberate thing at all. It's just I just enjoy doing music, and like the influences could be because the influences are so vast. So for example, obviously I do like orchestration stuff, so compositional stuff with orchestras and stuff, and when I incorporate that, all of a sudden that adds another spin on it. Or there might be gospel influence stuff, or do you know what I mean? It's hard, man. I wish I could make it more simple for me because it helps me.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? If it was just a one box thing, then it's clearer, but that's just not what I am, really. So,
What do you think about the state of the music scene at the moment? Talking about genre fluid and the things that you do, but what do you like? You being a producer and seeing things and the way they're panning out and the change in music, and what do you think about it? Do you think it's
I think it's just really interesting, man, because, look, you got drill going crazy. Do you know what I mean? But
is it still going crazy or is it dying out now?
I don't know, bro. I mean, when I say it's going crazy, from a perspective of when you listen to the radio, every other song's got a drill influence.
Yeah.
You've got, people
and only
abroad jumping on
about 2 years ago or so, they said, drill will never be on the radio.
Yeah, but I mean, but that shows you that it's a business. It's a record industry business.
Yep.
At the end of the day, if it's popping, majors are gonna jump on it.
It's making money.
Exactly.
Money rules the world.
You know what I mean? So that's what's going on. But then on the Afrobeat side, you got the launch of the Afrobeat chart.
I'm gonna ask you about that. Yeah. What do you think about that?
I think it's a good thing.
Have you seen it all?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any good?
Well, I mean, it's a chart. It's just the UK official charts that have done an offshoot, which is for Afrobeats.
But when I say is it any good, I mean in terms of so they've got a show for it. Is the show presented well, and the tracks that are in this chart?
Nah, the show's obviously done. I mean, you've got some great people fronting it. Do you know what I mean? You've got Eddie Caddy, you've got Shopsy, Danai. Do you know what I mean?
I haven't seen it yet, so I just saw the trailer for when it was about to start.
Yeah, so that side of it is patterned. You've got some great people. Do you know what I mean? But with the tracks that are in the charts, I feel like this is where potentially there's a slight issue, because what it is look, you're gonna get your WizKids and your Davidos and your Burners in there all day long.
Exactly, and it's going to be dominated by them as far as I can see without actually watching it for myself.
Yeah,
it's going to be all the
because I mean they're doing the crazy numbers, and also a lot of people that are doing Afrobeats that might be really popular, say in Nigeria, Ghana, wherever. They might not have registered to be legible. So they might be doing crazy numbers. But if you're not, and it's quite technical stuff that you got to do. You've got to register with Kantar and, you know, get in touch with the charts, the official charts company, and all of this kind of stuff. They might not even be with PRS, let alone registered for charts. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I feel like there's that, but then I guess that then pushes, that should flip into an educational thing, which pushes people to be like, okay, why am I not in the charts? Oh, okay, it's because of this. Okay, let me get my administration sorted.
So that kind of leads back to my original, or what my original question should have been. Is it reflective of what the Afrobeat scene is at the moment?
Well, yeah, it is, because obviously the ones that are doing the numbers are the ones that are in the charts, isn't it?
Okay, all right, fair enough.
You know, so it's definitely reflective.
Really answered that answer. He answered it like I asked a stupid question. Like, it really gave me the tone. Like, what you asked me that dumb question for?
Bro, I never said no. I just answered the question.
Well, I just wanted to know your feeling on it. So you feel that it's reflective in it, and it's a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, there's always going to be things that could be tied up and things that will probably change along the lines. But, you know, for now, it's working, isn't it?
What would you change in our scene?
When you say our scene, what do you mean? Like black music?
Yeah, black music, urban music, however you want to categorize it. What would you change about the scene of black music in the UK? If there's anything you could change it.
That's quite a controversial question for me personally. I feel like, I mean, this is a huge topic, but I feel like there's a bit too much violence in some of the music. You know, I get it. Like, you know, gassy music, like music that you just want to vibe to. And people are talking about their experiences as well. Fully get that, fully back that, behind that. But then sometimes you hear stuff and you're like, are you talking about your experience, or are you just provoking? Are you just incite? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm torn on that subject, to be fair.
It's a tough one. It definitely is a tough one. But I do feel like it's skewed a little bit towards backing it because it's popular. Right. So and obviously from a business perspective, you know, look, record companies, they're effectively just banks now. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, they're going to put their money where it's going to definitely bring back the profits, isn't it?
So to play devil's advocate, as I like to do, what is the difference between drill music now, talking about the things that they're talking about now, and us listening to Snoop Dogg or...
No difference at all, no.
But we didn't really question it. So why are we questioning it now?
Well, I mean, I questioned it, but it's just a thing of... I think as time goes on, innit, education happens, people, you know, people just become more aware of the infrastructure. Do you see what I mean? You know,
so back in the day, you probably wouldn't question it, or I wouldn't, because we're both young. And
no, I used to question it all the time. Like, I used to listen. I used to bang out, say, like, Mobb Deep. Yeah. Like, pure madness. Yeah, I used to. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm saying I get it. Okay, so the effect that it has.
So would you look back on it now and play an old school Mobb Deep, an old school Snoop Dogg 187 on an Undercover Cop? Would you say, I can't play this no more? Or, that's a classic.
Some of it I wouldn't play no more. Some of it. This is what I'm saying. It's the narrative. It's not talking about guns or knives or whatever. It's putting it in context. Yeah. So if a man's talking about 187, do you know what I mean? He's probably talking about what he sees. I feel like Snoop and them, like, it was a narrative thing. It was like, this is what's going on in the hood. I don't recall a lot of the West Coast stuff being purely about, like, just out of nowhere, man's gonna run in your mum's yard, or man's gonna do this, like, whatever. Like, it wasn't really that. But
we all know there was a lot of rappers lying.
I know, but what I'm saying is that some of the music that you listen to now, man are just talking about what they would do to you. Not based on anything, just based on this is what I'm about. Do you understand? Yeah. And then kids are buying into that, and then they're doing a madness on road, and it's spiraling. And like I said, like, Mobb Deep was more like that. Do you know what I mean? That was just, you know, talking about basically shooting people just for fun or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was... So that's why I feel like it's not just the talking about the stuff, it's putting it in context. Yeah. And some of the context don't make sense. Some of it is really what these people are going through and what they're seeing and what they're dealing with, and it's their way of expressing it. And I fully back that. And if it is blood and guts, then that's fine. But if that's actually your narrative and that's your environment, and you're also saying it from a... Because it's wording as well. Like, it's like if you're saying, this is what's happening, if you're wording it like This is what I'm seeing. This is what's going on. Whether you're backing it or you're not backing it, you're just from a third person perspective. Like, this is where it gets deep, even from a grammar perspective. Like, but if you're like, right, man's gonna do this, man's gonna do that, not because of anything, but just because, you know, you feel like you're entitled to say that, then I don't know about that.
Would you let your kids listen to drill?
I'd have to screen it. I'd have to listen to it, and there's some out there. Like literally, I've started like a Spotify like playlist because some of it is dope. Like even like last night I was listening to, what's her name on Capital Extra? Who?
Shaba?
No, presenter.
Oh, okay.
Shana something.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like Shabo and stuff like, you know, there's some stuff out there that's dope. And just from a wordplay perspective, from a flow perspective, and from a narrative perspective, we're talking about what's real, but not necessarily glorifying it, but just talking about it. Why not? I'd let my son listen to that because he needs to know what's going on.
True.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Do you know what I mean?
Fair enough. Let's talk about you.
Yeah.
Mr. Myx Quest. What's been happening with you? So you got the new single that came out. When was it released?
Like last month.
Last month. No apologies.
Yeah.
Who's featuring on this single, and why did you decide that you wanted to reach out to these people?
So No Apologies features Manifest. So those of you from Ghana would know Manifest. I mean, even those that are into Burna, because he was on Burna's. He's done quite a bit with Burna, right. Burna Boy. Dope rapper. And it also features Kimani. Kimani's a dope up and coming UK.
Who you worked with on the last single?
Yeah, he was on Tingy with Angel as well, and Kelvin Boy. And also another guy called B4Bonner. B4Bonner's like he's like proper alternative, like he's from Ghana as well. Got a dope fan base. And it's like he's so different, he just brings a different energy. He's like a merge between like a ODB and like a local Ghana, like he's so like out there. So how did it happen? It happened because Manifest was in London. Actually, B4Bonner was in London as well. And then I hooked up.
Did you know them both before?
So I knew Manifest. We hadn't worked together, like we hadn't met physically, but we'd done a track before, like a while ago. Actually, that was supposed to go on Escape from the Hard Drive. Remember that album?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that was featuring Manifest and Sarkodie, but that didn't actually come out.
Oh, right,
that didn't come out. So he was in London, and we like reconnected at Fuso DG's album launch. I think it was like last year or something. So we got chatting. I was like, oh yeah, ain't met you before properly. Like obviously just been on email and whatnot. Exactly. So he came to the studio a few days after that, and then he was like, yo, I'm gonna tell my guy to come through. He's dope as well. I hadn't heard of B4Bonner at the time. B4Bonner came through, and he brought a vibe as well. So we put that down, and then we felt like we still needed like something like a hook or whatever. So then reached out to Kimani, and he done his thing as always. And then we all agreed that it was a vibe, and that was it really. And then it was just a waiting game for getting the right time to release it, and all of that stuff.
So I imagine this song's out in Ghana as well. What's the reception been like? Seeing that it's got so many Ghana artists on it, or Ghanaian, should I say, artists on it. What's the response been like over there? Yeah,
it's been really, really good actually.
Yeah.
The response has been really, really good out there. Shout out to all the DJs supporting. So many DJs out there. Like can't even mention all the names, but like particularly like DJ NY. He's been a real massive supporter. YFM guys, Charlie, so many. Abiku Santana, Andy Dorsey. There's so many guys like really, really supporting. But then in Nigeria as well, it's like been even more crazy.
Really?
Yeah, had mad support from Cool FM out there. So we worked with a company out there called the Ground Up Consultant. Shout out to Junubi. So she used to be an artist as well herself. She was from London, and then she moved out to Lagos, and she's got her own like radio show out there. But she's got like an agency for like radio plugging and stuff. So Cool FM like really, 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 really have supported like so many DJs on there. Like literally every single DJ's like really, really backed it. So it's been really, really good. It's been really good.
Okay. following your analytics and all the rest of it, where do you get the most support from, or the most listeners in the world, would you say?
It depends on the genre.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because obviously, if it's a track where I'm featuring more Afro artists, then obviously the listeners come a lot more from there. But then the R&B stuff is more from here, I'd say. Do you know what I mean? So I think each track has completely different analytics. Yeah. But then even with this track, it's weird because it's like, you know, we've had spins on like One Extra, but like from like Mr. Jam. You know, we're lined up for Hugh Stevens, which is just proper mad, like on BBC Introducing. So that kicks off tomorrow. And then like Nadia J supported it. She was, you know, always supporting. So shout out to Nadia J. So it's just, I feel like what the music is doing, it's sort of finding, because like for Hugh Stevens to pick it up, it's like, how does that even work? But when you listen to the music, I think that kind of shows that it's not quite in a particular genre. So he might be listening to it and interpreting it as an alternative record. Although as he does, well, exactly that, and he's like introducing, as you said. So so he can't necessarily play. He needs to branch out. So sometimes, so therefore, maybe, and I don't know, maybe it's a producer thing. Maybe the producer's more what he plays than what he. But does. I feel like just based on the feedback, when people hear it, like the feedback shows that people literally sonically hear it as different things. Like someone might hear it as, it's just a kind of chilled out, vibey, loungy kind of track. Someone might hear it as an Afrobeat track. Someone might hear it as a whatever, R&B extension. Like, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I think we've spoken enough about it for people to actually get to hear it for themselves and make their own decisions. Yeah. It'd be good to get some feedback. Before we do that, videos? Any videos? Yeah, so the video's out. Is it out already? Yeah, the video's out. Cool. The video's out. I don't ever watch videos, so I never know. You obviously haven't watched the video. I don't watch any videos. So the video actually is probably much more of a talking point than anything. Is it really? Yeah, it really is. Maybe I should have watched it. So yeah, the video's mad. Like, the video's crazy. Like, check it out, guys. It's a whole collaboration of cultures and colours and traditional stuff going on. Half of it was shot in Ghana, half of it was shot over here. Okay. Especially if you're into like the Beyonce, like Black is King whole thing. Like, if you was feeling that, check out the No Apologies video. Okay. All right. Cool. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, well, actually, I'll let you introduce the song before I press play on it. Go on. Okay. So before we go, so what so should I talk into the microphone? Yeah. Talk into the microphone because we've got people listening. Okay. Yeah. And then but when you introduce it, you need to say the name of the song. Yeah. You also need to say your own name as well. Yeah. Oh, is it? Okay. Okay. Right. Wow, okay. So I'm going to allow you to introduce the song. Over to you, sir. So my name is Myx Quest, and this is No Apologies featuring Manifest, Kimani, and B for Bonner. Thank you. So this is where you play the tune, yeah? Thank you, Myx Quest. Moody blues, silence in bed. Close mouths truly really never get fed. She telling me I'm too much into my head. I'm thinking I'm stressed, I could use